Okay, yeah. Oh, so we are live again. It's Sunday, and this is episode 49 of the CosCast.
Woohoo!
Welcome. Yeah, woohoo. Next is 50. It's a big number.
Wow!
Yeah, I know, right?
We're almost old.
Almost old. Almost half a decade, episodes-wise. All right, so I am Pixiedust Cosplay, your main host for the evening, and with me I have my two co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And Enyassia Cosplay.
Sporting a fine-ass mustache today, I might say.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main theme for tonight is GeeKon. We're going to talk a little bit about our experiences with this first-time convention, what we thought about it, what we liked, what we didn't like so much, stuff like that. But before we do, we're going to go ahead with our first regular segment, which is cosplay progress. So, girls, have you worked on anything cosplay related this week?
Just last minute fixing and touch-ups on the cosplays that I was using at GeeKon this weekend. I've been working so much and haven't really had any time to start something new, but now I have a clean slate and I'm gonna start with Link as soon as I'm finished with correcting all these tests I have from the school where I work.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
So, Enyassia, how about you?
Well, I did repair one of the jewelries for Kiramets and made a new part of some sort.
I cut your
Or we
wig.
made, and you cut my wig, yes.
Yes.
This is true.
That,
Yeah, cool.
that's it.
Sorry. Well, I haven't actually been able to do much either. It's been very busy with school and stuff, but I bought some pantyhose for my steampunk poison ivy, and yeah, and a green eyeshadow, and that's pretty much it. But as Annabelle said, clean slate. I'm gonna start working with Link now in the near future, so that'll be fun.
Awesome.
Okay, so that pretty much sums that up. So let's move on to cosplay news. And there are a few news items this week. So let's start with the first one. There's this thing called Midgard Con, which will be the 23rd of April, so that's not far away. And Annabella, you know a little bit about this event, don't you?
Well, it's supposed to be like this sort of middle age convention thingy with lives and stuff like that. I haven't really read up on it because I'm not able to go myself, so as soon as I saw that the date crashed with something else, I was like, no, I don't want to read too much about this because I'm gonna get bummed out because I want to go.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. I mean, it looks so cozy and cute and sweet and stuff, but I know I'm not going to be able to go, so.
And the same weekend is the same weekend as the sci-fi festival.
Yeah.
Which I'm not able to go to either, but I would love to go as Scully, because, I love sci-fi.
Very sci-fi. Yeah, no, I might be going to the sci-fi festival in Fredrikstad as well. It's right after my first exam, though, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it, but I'm sure as hell gonna try. So might go there with another baton, possibly. Because I think they're driving there, so we'll see. Right. Next item on the news list is, let's see.
Arcon.
Yes, Arcon.
Flyer looks like this. We got flyers at GeeKon.
Yes, we did. So they have a theme that they finally picked, which is the Final Frontier. And it's a convention that I've been wanting to go to actually for a few years, but it's never really been a good time. And it's not a very cosplay heavy convention. It's more of a gaming convention, like board games and those kinds of things.
Yes, it sounds cozy and very nice though.
So I'm thinking about going if I can find the spare time. And also, it's their 32nd event, so they've been doing this for quite some time.
Yes, it's gonna be from the 24th to the 27th of June, so it's the same time as DESICON 11.
Mm.
So unfortunately, you have to choose, or you can go one day to DESICON, one day to Arcon, if you
Yeah.
want to do that.
Definitely. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been able to go to Arcon in the past. It's because it's clashed with DesiCon, but I think I'm only going to go to one day at DesiCon this year, so that means that I may be able to actually attend both. So that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Hypercamp. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Ooh, me again? Hypercamp! That is also something that we got a flyer at GeeKon. It is a summer camp in the summer, obviously, that focuses on board games, cosplay, role-playing games, esports, or just fantasy or things in that nature. And it's really for people from the ages of 15 to 25. If you're older, though, you can send them an email and tell them that you want to go, and you will probably get to go.
They'll probably allow it.
Yeah.
I have some feedback. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it.
No.
I wonder where it's coming from. Maybe it's just in my head, but, or in my ears, rather. Also, Ryurai says in the chat that she wishes she'd been able to go to GeeKon, but she was stuck at school with work and stuff. But it looks like fun, so she wants to go there next year.
Yes.
So,
You should.
Totally should. But we'll get to that later. Yeah, so the last piece of news in the cosplay news section is that I think it's a semi-annual or biannual sale at Rainbow Textile is going to be held from the 20th to the 30th of April. So if you need fancy fabrics for your next cosplay, then this is the event to go to, because there's a lot of fabric at very discounted prices, like 50 to 70% sometimes. So it's definitely worth it.
Yes, that's cool.
Yes, so that's pretty much what we had for cosplay news this week. So let's move on to the main theme, which is GeeKon.
Yes. And
No, before we do that, Annabella, you had this thing that you wanted us to talk about.
what? Huh?
You mentioned that we've all gotten to do some cool stuff lately, and that we should mention this.
Yes, that's true. We have all done some quite cool stuff, but these things are slightly related to GeeKon. Not your thing, though, but
No.
you got to host the judging panel at the gathering, which was awesome and pretty huge for you.
Yeah, it was a big deal for me. I've never hosted a live talk show before in front of so many people.
Now, this is live. It's a talk show.
Yeah, but you know, I think the gathering streams for like an audience of 200,000 people, so I think they have a slightly bigger reach than the CosCast.
They do. And now you're just sitting in front of your screen anyways and not real faces. Yeah. But that was that was cool, and that was huge for you. And this weekend at GeeKon, it was mine and Enyassia's turn to kind of shine a bit, I would say. Because on Saturday, Enyassia got to take a lot of photos with different cosplay photographers, and that's kind of a first for us to, get asked to take photos and by others. But your Kiramet's cosplay is amazing, so I do understand why.
As far as I know, I'm the only Kiramet's in Norway, so I guess that helps.
Yes.
One of a kind.
I can't wait to see the pictures, though.
Yeah, the first one is already out by Catalog Photography, so you can check it out on either his page or my page, because I've shared the picture.
It looks very good.
Yes, it is.
And also, I had a thing today in collaboration with Sissy's Forge and Cosplay, and JC from Fandomily Cosplay, who has changed her cosplay name, by the way, to Faramani, I think, if I'm pronouncing it right. And it was a Raven Rings themed shots. So I was Hirka, the main character of the Raven Ring book series. Faramani, sorry, those letters are kind of changing in my head. Where Rima, which is the strong manly man in that book series, and we had Sissy's Forge and Cosplays being Ramoya, which is another character. And we had a shoot with Catrix Media Site, who is a great photographer, and also the author herself, Celia Pettersen, was on location with us, which was awesome, and I can't wait to see those pictures. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing them. There's already a snapshot of you and Faramani out on Facebook. It was a snapshot by the author herself. That's pretty cool.
It is true. That's fun.
Very steamy.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. But
say.
Fun. It was very fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then let's move on finally to the main theme of the evening, which is GeeKon. So first, let's just general remarks. What is GeeKon? Well, it is the first convention held by the Norwegian geek merch chain called Outland, and they had some huge guests. They had Celia Pettersen, the author of the Raven Rings, and they had Kamui Cosplay, who came all the way from Germany. And a lot of Norwegian big cosplayers who held panels and workshops and were judges. And there was Robden Blaker, the creator of Cyanide and Happiness, and also Tegna Hanne, which is a Norwegian comic strip creator. So yeah, there was a lot of things going on. Very geeky convention.
It was awesome.
And this was their first year, so it was pretty small. So those are the basic things you need to know about GeeKon before we start the discussion proper.
I actually talked to some girls outside that came to GeeKon only to meet Siri Pettersen. And that's sort of cool, though.
That is very cool. It's like they made a pilgrimage to see Siri.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just dig into it. What did we think about the convention in general? Enyassia, do you want to go first, maybe?
One of the things is that there weren't a lot of people there, so it was quite easy to move around and browse for stuff, and got a lot of place to move around in, and it didn't feel crowded or tight in any way. So I like that, having space to move. And I think it was a very cozy convention.
It was very cozy. It was easy to find your friends, and it was easy to talk to people, and it seemed that everybody was in a good mood, and it was music everywhere. That was probably because of that Dance Revolution machine, but
might have had a lot to do with it, yes.
Yeah.
No, personally, I really enjoyed myself too. It was a nice small con, very well-functioning for a first-time con, I have to say. I was surprised that everything seemed to go very smoothly. And yeah, I liked the program. They had a really good jam-packed program and good guests, and yeah, all in all, in general, I'm pleased with my visit. So let's go into some more particulars. So what were the things we particularly liked about this convention?
The panels and the workshops and everything. It was so much content. I really, really liked that. I didn't really have time to enjoy it all because on Saturday we did a lot of waiting because me and Pixiedust entered the cosplay competition, and on Sunday today, since I was in a group, we did a lot of photo shoots and stuff like that, so I didn't really attend that many panels and that many workshops. But I think they had really, really much on their timetable.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Yeah. One thing I liked pretty much was that even though they have the same location that as the small Desicons, they divided the big hall with like a wall,
Yeah, they
which
utilized the space differently. Yeah.
It was
they
entirely differently. It was not same at all. It was like coming to an all different convention. And I think they did that on purpose just so people wouldn't think this is the same as Desicon.
Yeah, I think so too. It might have been a strategic thing.
Yeah.
and it was so good because then the art stand area did not interfere with the main stage area.
Yeah, you didn't get a lot of the bead, like the noise from the hall when things were going on stage, and the people in the booth, stand area didn't, get all that music blasting through their space all the time, or loud voices and mics.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good choice. Also, because they were so small, it wouldn't have been necessary to open up such a big space all at once either. Don't think.
Yeah. And I think it's very good that they, like the host, was reminding people that entering a contest or even a cosplay catwalk is a thing of courage. So it's nice to support each other by applauding those on stage.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I really appreciated what I really actually appreciated was that it seemed very well organized, the whole thing, and the presenters seemed like they had a plan. They had scripts that they went, spoke off from, even though there was some, room for improvisation, and there were very few technical glitches, if any, that I didn't notice any. So. I just thought that it all seemed like a well-oiled machinery, like they had taken notes from other conventions, and they're also considered a bro-con, Con, and some of the other cons. So they've probably gotten some help from there, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
Yeah.
And also they had water all over the place. It was easy to get water, both bubbly and normal.
Fizzy and unfizzy.
Yes. And another thing is that I've heard from other cosplayers being to like bigger cons, complaining about crew members that they need to know something. They go approach a crew member, ask, and then they just get, I don't know, for an answer. I actually approached a crew member on this con asking, could you help me, please? And he was like, he didn't know, but he was trying to be helpful by giving me suggestions on where to look.
Yeah. He didn't just say, I don't know, and then just walk away. Yeah, he tried to give you some information that could help you in your assistance.
He seemed like he cared.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like a douchebag. Because sometimes you feel like that, when you ask somebody and they're like, I don't know, go find that out yourself. You feel like, okay, sourpuss.
Yeah, no, so that wasn't a problem. It just genuinely seemed like they were trying to make sure that everyone had a good time. And something that I also noticed about this convention is that pretty much everyone who attended was a cosplayer.
Yeah.
I mean, there were very, very few just, casual attires.
That is very true, actually.
And so that was kind of interesting to see how a convention with mostly cosplayers works out.
But I think it was kind of divided on that too, because most of those halls where there were panels or people talking about books and stuff like that, they were on another side than on, they were on the first floor and not the second, and the second seemed like the floor where most cosplayers went around. Because that's where the cosplay competition and stuff like that happened. But I did see some normal people as well, and they also had this magic card game playing room.
Yeah, they had a tournament room for Magic the Gathering.
We didn't go in there, and I guess that there weren't that many people in cosplay there.
Yeah. No, I think there were a lot of Magic players, and Maria Grimm says that there were a lot of Magic players, but they were hiding in the gaming area, so we didn't see them that much. So yeah, and I didn't go in there because I don't play Magic the Gathering. I've tried, and it's just not that interesting to me. I'm sad to say.
I tried to play it when I was 10 years old or something, so
I like the cards though; they're very pretty.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're pretty. And well, my boyfriend tried to teach me, and we played a couple of times, but I think it's difficult. I'm not a tactical player.
No, me neither. I'm just like, oh, this is good now, but I can't think 5 moves ahead, and that's one of the reasons why I suck at Magic the Gathering. Just not tactical enough. Alright, what do you think they could have done better?
Someone working in the where you hang your wardrobe.
Wardrobe. Yes.
Mm.
Because now when you had to cosplay, you usually have a lot of stuff with them, and now you haven't really any safe room to place your stuff, so you had to just gamble with your jacket if you didn't have any purse or anything like that with you.
Yeah, or at least it should have been information about it beforehand.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had my my digital camera with me, and I left it in the bag both days actually, and it was still there when I got back, and that's nice. And in a small con, I suppose it could work, but if they had more visitors, it would not have worked at all. It would be total chaos, and people wouldn't be able to find things, and things would get stolen, because that just happens.
And it's still a gamble.
Yeah, it's still a gamble, and so, you know, and if you have valuables, if you need to leave, you know, expensive costume props or cameras or phones or bank cards or whatever lying in the wardrobe, it's necessary to have someone who actually minds it and tends it and makes sure that nothing gets lost. I will say, though, it was very nice to know that you could just, you know, walk over to your stuff, get what you needed, and go back, because I didn't feel like I was bothering anyone every time I went and checked my backpack, which I often do when there's someone minding the wardrobe, but that's just a personal thing that I have.
Yeah.
Because I go back and forth a lot to get my camera or to put things away and stuff like that, and so I always feel like I'm a bit of a bother. But, hey, that's what they're there for, to hang jackets and stuff, so I guess I shouldn't feel guilty about that. One of the other things I think they might have considered is to just make it a one-day convention. Because I think that, yes, they had a very jam-packed program, but I think they could have, you know, actually just put it all into one day and it would have worked.
Yeah. That I feel like too. But it was really great having 2 days though, because it just felt like a weekend with friends. It was great. I don't wish that they did anything any differently. The only thing that I really, really wish that they did differently is the wardrobe thing.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine, but I do agree that they could have put it all into one day. But it's exciting having 2 days. Why not? If you can, why not? You
get to hang, and for people who have to travel far, you know, it's more value for their money if they can get 2 days out of it instead of just one. So it's a toss-up. They could have. It might have worked. I think it was very, very quiet for the stands today on Sunday. There wasn't that many people, because I think most people came for the cosplay contest on Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, but maybe next year they'll get more visitors because people will talk about it now and people will want to go because they hear how great it was.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I really like that they had different types of things. This wasn't a convention that was only for a certain type of age. Or geek, in that matter. It was for everyone. It was for everyone who likes Outland. So it's like everything that Outland does and Outland stands for, they had at that convention.
Yeah, Maria says in the chat that she heard that the Magic players were complaining that they didn't get a food break in the tournament, so that would be an improvement.
Yeah,
So that's good to know.
I totally agree that if they didn't have any food breaks,
Yeah, that's not good. At least schedule one, in the middle of the day so people can get up and eat and, not feel pressured to need to stay in that room. Yeah, beyond that, I don't really think I have anything to complain about either. I think it was a really nice event, and people were so friendly, and everyone was kind of talking to everyone and chatting to everyone, and just having a good time. No drama as far as I could tell. And also, one thing that I thought was super, super great was that they had paramedics that were really, really visible in the area. They were in like orange jumpsuits and vests and ready, to help people. So that was really cool. And they even had like this improvised medical aid to some stormtroopers and rebellion pilots. That was really fun.
yeah, it was very fun. I think I have a video of that, so we're probably gonna put that up soon. I just have to, finish fixing all these tests from the children at school, and then I'm starting editing the GeeKon video because I know we had a lot of awesome footage.
Yes, we do. Because you've been filming like crazy.
Yeah, and this one thing we did today, we and a lot of other cosplayers went to Starbucks. That was fun.
That was very fun.
We got their names on the cups.
Yeah, and not our names, like our character names. So I got this lovely little Starbucks cups that said Poison Ivy with hearts on it. That was cute.
I got Hitka! Yay.
Professor Snape and Lucius Malfoy and...
Only that Lucius, it didn't spell Lucius, it was like Lucius.
Yeah, it's totally misspelled. But at least they got Professor Snape right this time. It wasn't snappy.
Or Snake.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the cosplay contest. Annabella, what did you think of it?
It was fun. It was my third competition, but I did know that because you went up on stage at the pre-judging and talked to the judges, and we could see and also kind of hear everything that the judges were saying to the other contestants, as well as when you were up there and stuff like that. And I did notice that some were up longer than the others.
Yeah, some got a little bit more face time than others.
Yeah, and that's fair, that's okay. But I kind of feel like it should have been a little bit more sheltered, because it was kind of obvious who were the favorites and who weren't. At least to me, that it felt like.
You could definitely tell who the judges were most interested to talk to because they asked more questions about details and techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
But of course, some cosplays aren't so elaborate, so they're really easy to explain. So sometimes it doesn't take long to tell people, okay, this is what I did. So it may seem like someone just they weren't interested, but in fact, it just didn't take long to talk about the cosplay.
This is in no means a critique of any sort. It's not, but I just feel like it should have been a little bit more sheltered, because it's not always that fun to talk to judges when you know that all the other contestants are listening to what you say.
No, this too. Some people might have gotten a bit of performance anxiety just talking to the judges. I mean, it was Kamui for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
We were fangirling so hard on Saturday when we got to take a selfie with her. It's like, oh my god.
And talk to her also. That was cool.
Yes. It was very fun. No, so, I mean, it seemed like a well-organized event. I mean, they wrote people's names up on lists and, read everyone up so everyone got their turn and made sure that the audience clapped for everyone when they were on stage, and all in all, I had a good experience.
One thing.
Yeah.
When today, when it was the cosplay catwalk, they had this signing up before and writing down names and characters before stage catwalk, and that's kind of good utilizing of time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like GeeKon, usually you know people just walk up and go on stage if they feel like it, and they just take it as it goes. And sometimes that leads to a lot of names or characters being mispronounced or misdescribed. So that didn't happen this time. It was very orderly.
And things taking too much time, because when it's open, even when it's going on, it just takes a very much time. Like on GeeKon 10 or something, where you got this super big line and it took like maybe an hour to get the cosplay catwalk.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that might not work at a bigger con where there are so many participants, but it really worked for GeeKon.
It did. But I really liked how things was organized with the competition as well, because they had control. They knew whose turn it was, and we didn't even have to stand in line for that competition. They knew.
We could just sit in the audience, on reserved seats, mind you, which was nice, and just wait for our names to be called. It was very, very cool.
So I had a really good time for that competition, even though I didn't win anything. I didn't have any expectations either.
Nah.
That was not the point of that competition. Cosplay catwalks are fun, and if people don't, put themselves up for competitions, there wouldn't be any cosplays to watch. So,
yeah, no, totally just did it for fun. I did not expect to win anything, and kudos to Karinolava Effects for winning first place, and Silje Danielsen for second, and Krigsdesign for third. Well deserved. For sure.
Indeed.
Right. Let's move on then, because it seems like we all enjoyed the cosplay contest. It would be nice to hear if anyone who was sitting in the audience what they thought about the contest. To hear what they had to say, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, did we get any fat loot while we were there?
you did at least.
Me too.
Well, yeah, I bought a cool t-shirt from Nardeportalen. I'm not going to tell you guys what kind of t-shirt it is, because I've made a little video about it where I unwrap it and try it on and stuff. It might be a regular new video thing on our CosCast page. So, stay tuned. It'll be out during the week, and let us know if you like it, and we'll make more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that video series is going to be called Fat Loot. So.
Yeah, but I can introduce you to my fat loot.
Yes, please show.
Because I've already unwrapped it. I bought myself, also from Nardeportalen, a bag with the Flash. The cool thing about it is that you can take this part off.
Oh, that's noisy.
And use this as a mouse mat.
Yeah, mouse pad. That's really cool and very practical.
Mouse pad. Yeah. Very practical. And it got some pockets. Got one here, quite spacious, and another similar here, like a box.
I like the way you are groping that purse.
Yes.
And then we have a pocket here, quite big, spacious pocket there. And we got the main pocket in here, also very spacious. And inside the main pocket, there's a little hidden pocket, which I closed, where you can have like valuables like phone, keys, small purse, wallet, stuff like that.
And also, it's official merchandise, so you know that there's a certain standard of quality to this.
Yes, it's official DC. It's not cheap stuff from Korea or China or whatever.
It's not a knockoff.
No.
So yeah,
And
so
it's
if you
cool.
if you want a bag like Enyassia's, you go to Netherportal and you can buy it on their website.
Yeah.
Yeah, some PR there for them.
I also bought a t-shirt, but I don't have it in reach right now, but it's a white BB-8 Star Wars t-shirt, and it's really super cute.
It's super cute. Yes.
I'm probably gonna wear it someday in the future at the CosCast.
Yes, please do, so you can show it
Yeah.
off for
Yeah.
everyone. Yes. Okay, so let's move on from Pet Loot to panels and workshops. What did we think of them, and do we have a favorite so far?
Awesome! I really like that they brought in different cosplayers to talk about cosplay and what they do. Like they had Santatori and Time for Lemon Tea talking about their cosplays and how they.
Seams and leather.
Yeah, seams and leather.
Yes, but it was mainly about like what they do,
Yeah.
how they make
Yeah.
their cosplays. So it was really useful
Their mistakes and stuff.
and it was really cool. The roller foot thingy.
Yeah,
That would have
I
been
need a
so-
roller foot.
I would have needed it for my A1 dress
Yeah.
a lot because my fabrics were. And I was like, no! And they were like, and they're like, no, back! So maybe I would have saved myself for a lot of trouble if I just had that roller foot for my sewing machine.
Yeah, so gonna buy that as soon as freaking possible. Suchi-chan says, "Heyo! You guys looked amazing this weekend. Didn't get to talk to you as I was running around 24/7, but yeah, hope you had fun. We
Yes,
totally did. And we hope you had fun too."
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what did I think about the panels and workshops? I thought it was really cool. I attended Santatorian Time for Lemon Tea's panel. It was very informative. And I also went to Melina Edvardson's panel about tips and tricks for cosplay, and she talked a little bit about the history and the origin of cosplay, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really fun to listen to.
And also the interview with Siri Petterson. I went to see that, and she's such a funny lady, very likable. So it was.
Yes. It was awesome to hear her thoughts about how she made the books and the characters and stuff like that. But no
Vampires.
spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. No. We're gonna keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
Suchi says she had lots of fun. Not every day you get to cosplay as Galadriel, and photographers give you free food for the shoot. Getting paid in food is awesome.
That's awesome.
Right. Enyassia, what did you think about the panels and workshops?
I like them very much. I like that, the ones in the auditorium, because it was a nice auditorium. I haven't been there before, and it was a little bit hard to find it at first, of course. But I guess I like the workshops and panels. I didn't get to attend all of them, sadly.
No.
But
I would have liked to visit the Fuzzy Teddy and Martini's. I think it was Martini.
No, Teresa's.
Teresa's.
cosplay.
Martina. Yeah. Teresa's workshop about performance. Cosplay performances. That would have been cool.
I'm just hoping that he's or both of them are going to do that on House of Nerds again soon, so I can see it there, because I know that this is a thing they've done in the past as well. So, but yeah, I would really love to see that too.
Yeah, it's just I keep missing it every time because there's always some choices, too many choices.
But it seems like they did have a lot of program things for the kids as well. They had like drawing workshops for kids and Lego building stuff, and it was a Lego building competition actually, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I like that it was a family-oriented convention, so you could bring, like little kids that are 5 or 7 year old, or you could bring your, old kids that are 16, 17.
Ooh, and also House of Nerds and Nordhoff had like these gaming stations up on the second floor. where you can sit and play games and just chill.
Yeah, and try like Oculus glasses, like the VR thing and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Didn't get to try it out though. Too much other things that we were doing. Derping around, for example. Okay, so what about the special guests? Were we happy with the guests they had invited?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I hated them.
Liar.
Not the. Yes.
No, I was really pleased. I mean, like, meeting Kamui Cosplay has been, like, one of my goals since I started cosplaying. Like, oh my god, if I get to meet her one day, that would be so cool. And I finally did, and she was super sweet.
She was. I was really going to buy one of her books or two today, but I totally forgot it. Because when I went to the shop area, she wasn't there. She was out having one of her panels. But after that, I didn't come back to the shop area, so I forgot about it, and I am kind of sad. I want to cover these books.
No, but you can totally buy it on her webpage. She has her own online store, so you can buy the physical version, or you can buy it a little bit cheaper as a PDF download. So I have her armor making a book on PDF, and well worth it, I would say.
I would want the physical. I don't like reading things on the computer.
Physical is better.
Yeah, the Outland does have some of her books.
Yes, but if I had bought it from her, I could have gotten them signed.
This is true.
Right.
That's what I'm bummed out about.
Yeah. No, I know. I was going to buy a book too, but I just never got to it. And it wasn't expensive either. It was like 100, krona or 150 for a signed book. That's worth it, to me at least.
I think it was 200.
Yeah.
It was 100 crowns for a signed picture.
Signed photo. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, but 200 is also not a lot.
But we got a selfie with her for free.
We did. Selfie for free. Can't complain.
Go watch it on our site. It's out there.
It's out there. We all try to look cute and not too derpy. Some of us succeed. All right. So I think that pretty much concludes it. Would we want to attend it again next year? Is the final question.
Yes, I have one more question though.
Okay, go ahead.
But yes, would attend next year.
Totally. Do it again, Outland, we're coming.
This is my question to you. There were a lot of awesome cosplays this weekend. What was your favorite ones?
Oh my god, that Varric, I think, would have to be number one.
Tiller's cosplay, Varric.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The chest hair and the
God.
book he had brought with him, and it was so good.
It was very good. Varric was very good. I've never seen Varric live.
No, it's the first real Varric cosplayer I've encountered and actually seen a picture of, so that's super cool. I mean, Varric is one of my favorite characters from Dragon Age Inquisition.
I agree. And also, I would have had to say Rima, Faramani's version of Rima, just because he's Hirika's boyfriend. But she had done a really good job because she has just made a cosplay entirely out of a book. And she also used the author to ask her what the author was thinking the uniform for this character should look like. And it turned out really good.
Yes, she looked good. She was all sleek and black and leather clad. Yeah. So yeah, it was very cool. But Ihadra cosplay also, her Anders was really good.
Oh, yes.
So many details. Such a pretty costume.
Yes.
There were so many good ones.
And Krem also.
Krem, oh my god, the old Normandy Studios on Instagram. Follow. Because, so good. So handsome.
Yes.
I would tap that dude.
Only that it's not a dude.
No, it's a girl cosplaying a dude, and but hashtag who's we're all confused.
But Krem is a woman, isn't she?
Yeah, I know. No, but I'm not sure. I'm confused. Krem sounds like, yeah. Hashtag confused. Anyway, very
Doesn't
handsome.
matter. It doesn't matter at all. It's a handsome character, and
Yeah.
it was a handsome cosplay.
Yeah. But yeah, the cosplayer is a girl who's cosplaying a girl who's pretending to be a guy. I think that's the way of it. So, or yeah, identifying as a guy at least. It's
Yes.
hard to describe these things, okay?
Yes. Very hard. I'm sorry I made you do it.
Yes. Yes. You're evil.
There were a lot of cool
Yeah.
costumes.
Many pretty Galadriels and many pretty Lord of the Rings cosplays, and Silje Danielson's alphabet dress is to die for.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And also, there was this great Harley Quinn yesterday.
Yes. Oh.
Don't know who she was, but it was awesome. Her shoes, everything was on point.
Mhm. I mean, I follow her on Facebook, but I can't remember her cosplay name right now. But just yeah, she's an amazing Harley Quinn, and that hammer was like so good.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So well, let's move on to geekery. I think that's enough geeking out over GeeKon. So what have we watched, read, or played this past week?
Who wanna go first? Nobody.
No, I can go first. I've been watching the first season of Outlander actually, and so far I kind of like it. I mean, it's a little bit corny, the whole oh my god, I've fallen through time and now I'm in Scotland in the 1700s, and it's very very convenient that I used to be a nurse in World War II and I studied plants for their medicinal values, and now that comes really in handy, seeing as I'm in the 1700s where no one knows anything about medicine.
Okay, imagine what the series would be if she didn't have that experience. It would be like, I don't know anything. What the fuck am I doing here? Boom, dead.
She probably wouldn't be dead, but she wouldn't be as useful to them as she was now. So she would probably just have been raped and left for dead or something.
Yeah.
And then she would have had to find her own way and fend for herself, which I think personally would be a more interesting way to go, though.
Maybe you should make that series then.
Nah.
I challenge you.
But I mean, I like it. I think it's a good show. And I think, I like Scotland and England and anything, from the UK, basically. And costume dramas from the BBC is my, shizzle. So, yeah, I like it, even though the concept is a little bit corny. And beyond that, I haven't had time to read much because I've been studying a lot. So it's pretty much been me writing my term paper. And I haven't had time to game in like 2 weeks. So it's just sad. Sadness all around.
It was your birthday?
Yes, it was my birthday. Celebrated my birthday on Friday with you guys. So that was really fun. I got some really cute presents, and I figured I would show them off in the next installment of the Fat Loot series. But you got me the ticket for GeeKon, so without that present, I wouldn't have gone. So yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah, I agree with Alex. I think Krem's a transgender dude.
I agree too on that.
So, Enyassia, how about you?
Let me think. Well, I've been reading the book, The Ascension. Ascension, sorry. And watching Person of Interest, a little bit of Haikyuu, and today I watched an episode of Daredevil. And I've bought myself the newest Drizzt book. Yay! Waited so long for that. But I have to finish with the Mistborn books before I start that one.
That's a good idea. A lot of information to take in
Yeah.
in the Mistborn book, so if you start on something new, you'll just fall out of it.
We don't
Yeah.
want that.
No, we don't want
No.
that.
No stress.
Yeah, so that's what you've been doing this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, Annabella, how about you?
Oh, not that much exciting stuff, I think, but I've been reading a lot. I have been reading on the bus to and from work, and it really works. So I'm trying to make this become a good habit. Last year, I don't think I finished any books. This year, I have finished one, and soon, almost two. Look, I started this
Ooh.
maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Good girl.
And yeah, but I still use toilet paper as a bookmark, so I would probably need a new one soon.
Yeah, I should think so. You have to try to find the one we got at Harry Potter book night,
Yeah, that's true. I have it somewhere, but I'm not really sure where exactly. I've also been playing some Heroes 3 of Might and Magic. I really love that game. It's awesome. But I think I'm going to try to play one of the most recent games from that series because the graphics. And I would love to maybe make the armor or something from that game sometimes. And there's just not any reference pictures of the characters from the third grade game except for their faces and some fan art.
Mm. Yeah,
But-
that makes it a bit difficult.
Yes, it does. Unless I want to play like a monster or something, but I don't want to be a monster.
Nah,
Maybe.
it's kind of hard, I would think.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Cecilia says in the chat, oh my god, I just found an anti-Western anime cosplay page saying that we racist Western people can't cosplay anime characters because it doesn't look cute. Only Asian cosplayers are allowed, apparently.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's racist.
That's very racist. It goes always. Yeah, no, that's stupid. Cosplay is for everyone, and anyone who says different wise can, go fuck themselves.
Shove it up their asses.
Mhm.
And I have been watching some more Bones. I really love that show. Zoe Deschanel's sister, I don't remember what she's called, but she's an amazing actor. She's just like the opposite of Sheldon Cooper. She's awesome. So anyone who hasn't watched that series, they should, because it's really good. And I'm gonna finish The Walking Dead soon, as far as they've gotten so far. And I'm so excited. I love zombies. And I'm really looking forward for Game of Thrones. It's just 2 weeks now. Wow.
Oh my god, the wait, the hype, I can't take it anymore. I need Game of Thrones in my life.
Meh.
Not so excited?
Meh.
Meh.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I think the reason why I'm so excited for the next season is because they are completely past the books now. So I have no idea what's going to happen, which I've pretty much known the end of every season since they started because I've read all the books. I mean, they've changed a few things, but basically it all ends pretty much the same. So now I know as little as everyone else. So that will be, that's probably why I'm so excited.
But for me, it's like I've started something. I want to know how it ends.
Yeah, that too. And yeah, I was disappointed over the last season, especially over the things they did to Sansa's character, which I think completely screwed her character arc. I just didn't appreciate that. And it was a little bit lackluster the entire season. They made some stupid choices, narratively speaking. So, but I'm hopeful that the next one will be much better. Fingers
Looking
crossed.
forward to it. Looking forward to it.
You'll have to tell me if it gets better, then maybe I'll watch it.
Okay, yeah, will do. I'll report back. Maybe I could do like a weekly Game of Thrones review video. Or
Without
something.
too much.
With no spoilers. It
With
cannot
no
contain
spoilers.
any spoilers, so that would be hard.
That would be really hard. I mean, if
Because
people don't want spoilers, they can just not watch the video, and I'll just talk about it anyway.
Pixiedust, you don't know. Spoiler can be so small. To me,
Yeah.
you spoiled Star Wars because you said, I cried. That spoiled everything, because then I understood who died.
Because that's probably because you know how fond I am of Han Solo.
Well, it was either Han Solo or Leia, so
Yeah.
or Chewie, but I didn't find that really
Plausible.
No.
No. Well, I mean, I could have cried over a number of things, but yeah, that Han Solo thing really did a number on me. I was devastated for like 2 days afterwards or something. It was so sad.
I can understand that. But because the thing was, when I saw the movie and I was halfway through and I understood where this was going, I was like, yeah, thanks.
Sorry. But as I said, I mean,
cry.
if people don't want spoilers, they could just not watch the episode.
Yeah, then you should have like this spoiler alert.
Yeah, like in the beginning of every video, if you haven't watched the newest Game of Thrones episode, don't watch this.
Rira is having a good tip for you.
Mm.
It was basically just what you said.
Yeah. Yep. I know the game. Sorry. Just dying of the plague. Still. It's ridiculous. Okay, so if we haven't really watched or read or played anything more, then I think it's time to wrap up the episode. Yes, I know. 1 hour goes by so fast.
Yeah.
It really does. So next week we're going to try to get a guest on the show. We haven't really decided exactly who it's going to be, but I think you guys will all find whoever it is very fascinating. So just stay tuned and we'll announce it as the week goes by.
Aw, we're getting sad faces because we're too early.
Aww, but it's 21:57. It's only 2 minutes left of the show, so we kind of have to wrap it up, I'm sorry, Rirai. I know you think we need more than 1 hour, but
Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya.
Yes, I'm sure that makes it a lot.
Kumbaya, Kumbaya. Just filling time.
Well, one thing that's positive with this episode being a little bit shorter, maybe 1 or 2 minutes shorter than usual, is that I can use that time to correct the last test so I can start cosplaying again soon. Yay! Yay! I don't know why I'm doing the poor boy sign.
Alex says we've been spoiled with longer episodes.
Spoiled the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't spoil you every time, then you won't appreciate it.
You.
Cecilia says, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Sayonara.
Yeah, we have the cutest audience. So once again, follow us on YouTube at the CosCast Video Podcast. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/the CosCast. And you can find us on Facebook also under Pixiedust Cosplay, Annabella Cosplay, and Enyassia Cosplay. And we're also on Instagram, so you can find us there too. And that's all for this time. Thank you all for watching and participating in the chat. And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.
And thank you for the